Hey guys, Crystal here. So just some updates on things that have been going on. I went to a music festival over the weekend. Some of you guys know that, some of you guys don't. I went tent camping, and I have not been tent camping in, I'm gonna say 8 or 9 years. So that was a old experience that I haven't felt in a really long time, but was tons and tons of fun. My best friend, her husband, helps put on this huge music festival here in the Midwest, and I got to go. I was blessed with being able to go, and my best friend even let me use her dad's tent. Oddly enough, she stayed in a pop-up, and I stayed in a tent right next to her pop-up, and that was fun. I felt like I was going camping and having a real camping experience, because when I'm living in my fifth wheel and when I live like this doesn't feel like camping. This feels like home. This feels like my house. This feels like, you know, completely different from camping. So since I live this lifestyle full time, I do not consider living in a fifth wheel as I do camping. So anyways, that was really fun, a total blast. I got to meet a lot of musicians who I've listened to for years and got to talk with them, and even dropped some of them off up in Chicago so they could make their flight back with their families. So that was tons and tons of fun. I did get rained out on Sunday, which was funny. I had dropped off a couple of artists up in Chicago and then came back and didn't get to bed till 3 o'clock. Well, it was pouring that night, and I just didn't even care. My tent was soaked, my pillow got wet, my sheets got wet. I just didn't even care. I was like dead to the world. I was so tired. So I woke up and I was like, cool, my blankets are wet and everything, but I'm just really tired. So I tried to sleep as long as I could. Definitely a fun experience with a lot of friends that I haven't seen in years, a lot of people I got to catch up with. So I did take some footage of that, and the last 2 videos that I posted are actually from that festival. If you couldn't tell, there was a music festival, and I will be posting that footage. I just have to edit it, which most of you know I don't edit videos. I just kind of point, shoot, and upload. So my little brother helped me get a laptop for school. Since I don't have a laptop, I have to have a laptop for school. So he's like, well, let's make sure that you can have a laptop not only for school, but that it's good enough for YouTube and whatever else you do. So he helped me get that, and he put a video editing app, or whatever you call it. He downloaded that on my laptop, so I'm going to mess with that and see if I can attempt to figure that out. But more than likely my videos will stay how they are, non-edited. Let's see. Oh, I lost my filling. I lost a filling when I was at the music festival. I tried not to freak out, but it was more like my mouth just started tasting like metal and a piece fell out. And so I got some fixie stuff. This is actually like the filler that you put in your lost filling, and then this is to help me see. I actually have someone gonna come over and help me with this tonight, so this will be fun. I can't afford a dentist right now with my truck issue, and so I am going to DIY my lost filling, and hopefully that holds until something comes along where I can afford to go and get it fixed. It says that it's the #1 selling dental repair, the #1, people, and so I have high hopes for this, high hopes. Anyways, the truck is still sitting out in front of the fifth wheel. I do start it once a week. My little brother, who is a small engines mechanic, he went to tech school, so he is a motorcycle mechanic. So that's like his whole focus is motorcycles. He, you know, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll see that my little brother came here last week and gave our kids a ride on his bike around the park. So he's very much into motorcycles, but he's like at least start it up once a week so it doesn't like just sit there. So we do start it, and yeah, I did get a second job. I don't know if I already said that, but I did get a second job. It's nothing fancy, and it's nothing that pays amazing enough for me to get out of all of the issues that I'm dealing with my vehicle. However, it's a second job and it's gonna help, so I'm very happy with that. Speaking of second jobs, I have been emailing back and forth with a few other YouTubers and also some viewers. I know a couple of you viewers have private messaged me about Patreon. I think that's how you pronounce it. I am still not sold on Patreon. I didn't take the time to see exactly how all that works and everything, so I am not going to do Patreon for right now. I feel like it might be a little bit too much. However, in speaking to other YouTube friends, I have decided to do the subscription thing where you can like pay a certain amount, like $1 to $4 or $5 a month to see like extra videos. All of my videos will not be subscription based. The only videos that I'm having subscription are gonna be all extra. So my updates, my interviews, anything that's going on with my life, all my regular uploads will still be free on YouTube. What the subscription would be is extra, I guess, parts of my life that I never, I guess, put on camera, and a lot of it will probably be stuff with my children. You guys know I don't put my kids on YouTube very much anymore, so if you want to subscribe, if you start seeing videos that you can't see because you have to subscribe, more than likely they will have my kids in there, or they will be I don't know, I don't want to give away what I'm going to do, but it's nothing that you are missing. It's only adding. So everything that I do already on YouTube will stay. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit different of things on the subscription videos. So I'm not quite sure how many of those I'll upload a month. I'm hoping to do at least 15 a month. As you can see, I'm trying to upload videos way more often so that I can kind of get the hang of balancing everything, the two jobs. I start school next Monday. I'm super excited for that. For those of you who were not very nice about me starting school, I am just sorry for you. This is a choice that I have, you know, been really thinking about since stuff happened in January, and I really feel like it's a good choice right now. I know that some of you are worried about my finances, taking out loans. Is that a really good idea whenever you're having a $6,000 car issue and all that? You know, that's a real matter of opinion right now. I feel like schooling in the long run is just going to help me out to get where I need to be financially stable. So I prayed about it. I don't feel like it's a bad choice at all. I feel like it's the right choice, and this is something that, you know, it's like if I keep putting it off and putting it off, then stuff is always going to keep happening. Something's always going to break down. Financially, something's always going to happen, and I'm going to be stuck. You know, it's like those people who are like, well, we'll have kids whenever we're financially stable. Well, more than likely you're not ever going to be financially stable enough to just have a kid constantly, or more than one kid or whatever. So that's how I see it, and that's how I feel about it. Now, going back to the subscription videos, those videos, that money I actually want to take and put towards my school. My goal is to pay on school while I'm in school, so that either I'll completely have it paid off before I graduate, or I'll have very little left to pay on after I graduate. So I'm just trying to think of ways to make extra income doing what I'm already doing, I guess, kind of thing. So making videos is fun for me, and I have time to do it, and it doesn't take very much time, especially because I don't really edit my videos, which I'm going to attempt to learn, but that's just not really my style too much. So that money, just so you guys know, is going to be going towards my school bills. So hopefully I can just pay some every couple weeks or every month or something, and have a good running start financially on not being in debt after I graduate. So that is my plan with that. If you do not subscribe to my videos, I will not take offense at all. Once, like I said, you are not missing anything. You're missing nothing. You're only gaining more insight into my family and my kids and myself. So you're not missing anything, so don't feel obligated to subscribe. All my regular videos will be uploaded on regular old YouTube, no subscription needed. So it's just an extra thing for me to try to get ahead, I guess you could say. So anyways, last week I finally finished the flooring. We put in Allure flooring, I want to say November of last year, and it was not as hard as I thought. However, we ran out of flooring whenever we hit the bathroom. Well, I ordered more flooring. I got it in December. Well, December was a disaster. January was a disaster. February was a disaster. So basically my flooring in the bathroom has not been done for 6-7 months, and so it's just kind of been like half Allure flooring, half the old flooring. So it's been looking really ghetto for quite a while. Well, finally got that finished, and if you are friends with me on Facebook, you'll notice that I took out the toilet and did that, and it looks so clean, so much better, and I'm so happy that that is done. But anyways, that was all my update on the flooring, which I will do a video on that, because I know some of you guys have asked on the update of how the flooring is going, like has it scratched in the slide, which I will show you in another video. But really quick, for those of you back to my schooling, who there was maybe a couple people, or maybe even some of you guys messaged me, which I love you guys, because you guys always think so much differently than I do, which is why you guys are awesome. But some of you were concerned that being a midwife is not very good choice because there's no job security. I don't know where you would ever get that there wouldn't be job security in being a midwife. There are babies being born every second of the day. Even in the US, if you just like the US alone, just every second there's a baby born. Probably every millisecond or something there's a baby born. I have not been too educated as much on being an OBGYN compared to being a midwife. If you know, midwives to me are way more up and coming, especially in like the world that I'm involved in, which is more of the natural living, crunchy living, and natural birth kind of stuff. Where here in this town, I know that they are desperately looking for midwives. They've had 2, and they work in the hospitals. Just so you know, midwives work in the hospitals, or you can have your own practice. I plan on eventually having my own practice, but midwives are extremely popular, and lots and lots and lots of people choose to have a midwife over an OBGYN on several occasions. I mean, it's just constant. If I would have been more educated and my husband would have been more educated, I would have preferred a midwife my first childbirth. So it was a much different experience my second time around. So, and being a doula, I feel like I have a lot more insight into that. But constantly being hired, and they do work in hospitals. You can also have your own practice. It doesn't matter. They are being hired all the time, and they're very much in demand, and that is a serious job security, I feel like, because just, I don't know if women will ever just stop having babies. So anyways, that's all I have to say on that. And I thank you guys for always thinking ahead and thinking differently and worrying about me whenever I don't worry about me. So you guys are awesome. I love all of you, and I hope you guys look forward to more videos of consistency. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.